523, welcome to week 6. I hope you had a good week off of Thanksgiving, connecting with friends and family and just recharging your batteries. Just before we get going into week 6, let you know that all grades are up to date. So your assignment and discussion posts from week 5 are updated. And also, just to let you know, there's not going to be a separate video for your next assignment, which if you scroll all the way to the bottom is assignment number 4. It's going to be embedded within this video. But your final assignment will have its own individual video coming soon. So let's jump right in. Education is a progressive discovery of our own ignorance. Will Durant. I love this quote, and I don't remember where I came across it, because really that's what we should be doing in school is finding out what we don't know. So finding out our own ignorance and then trying to change that, trying to minimize the amount of ignorance we have. And I think this ties well with this course because the more we can create an environment where students do this, the more successful we'll be as educators, but more importantly, the more successful our students will be. So this week, we're going to take a look at some ways that the pandemic changed learning, things that maybe we should try to adopt and things that maybe we shouldn't. And then also at the last 2 assignments for the course. You have one article, 6 Ways the Pandemic Changed Schools, and that's on ISTE. And if you scroll, there's obviously 6 major headings: equity, social emotional learning, personalized flexible learning, assessments. So looking at how and what we measure, educator collaboration with parents, and technology. So those are the 6 areas. Really, really good article. And I would challenge you and have asked for you to challenge your coworkers. Like if we went through that couple of years and we didn't learn anything that can improve our systems, then we definitely failed. Even though it was hard and it strained the system in ways that had never been strained before. Learning through that and seeing how we can improve is really important. Don't forget, you also have the Padlet that is not only our course, but the other course. And so you're going to see thoughts from people that are taking this course once again in another class. From there, we move on to our discussion board question. There are 2 videos. If you use Google Classroom, you may not need to watch these. If you were going to watch one of them, this second video actually I think is a little bit better than the first, but they're both really good. If you don't use Google Classroom, I recommend watching both. And then when you're answering the discussion post, you can kind of substitute your learning management system for Google Classroom. So keeping in mind assignment 3, we reflect on possible ways you can leverage Google Classroom to empower your solution idea in response to the hypothetical scenario introduced in assignment 2. So essentially, if you don't use Classroom, whatever learning management system you use, like how can you use that to push out your solution for, that we've been going through in all these different assignments. So the assignments for this week are your discussion post and assignment number 4, which we're going to go over here in just a second. Looking the next 2 weeks after week 6, week 7, you have 1 article, 1 discussion post. The final assignment, the solutions prototype is assigned on week 7, but nothing is due week 7 for it. It is due week 8. And really week 8, the entire week is around building that solutions prototype. But for this week, let's look at your assignment. So it is your solution summary. Remember, you are doing this with your own students that you defined within this hypothetical scenario. There is an article, stage 4 in the design thinking process. So if I scroll through, and just like every week with the assignments, it is fairly lengthy, but it does a really good job of going through the different parts and summarizing the different parts within that. So I would say spend a little bit of time on this. It matches a lot of the other articles we've already read. And then what you're going to do is you're going to make a copy of this template right here. This looks very general, but follow that in context with your rubric here. So your general description, 4 or 5 sentences long, your content areas clearly listed and described, because we want to be over here in this exemplary column. Technology used, and relevancy and novelty. So if you click over here, really, this matches what is on the rubric. It may seem pretty basic, but don't overlook it. It's worth 50 points. It's a pretty big point value assignment. And so make sure you spend some time really not only flushing out and giving a good amount of detail for each area, checking your grammar, punctuation, that sort of thing. Sometimes when it's in tables or charts, we forget about grammar and context and APA formatting. So make sure you do that as well, and make sure to delete where it says insert and just your text is in there. So that is week 6. There's not too much content compared to other weeks. And the solution summary, a lot of this you should already have, even if it's not on paper. You should have that thought because you've been doing it for your other ones, your other assignments. So this does need to be connected to assignments 1 through 3. It can't be completely different. Remember that. You are going to download that PDF and submit it that way. So if you have any questions on assignment number 4, please reach out to me through email, text, or even give me a call. I want to make sure you have all the information you need. And once again, that is our week 6. Have a great week.